I really related to the point of men suppressing the emotions. In 2020, when my grandmother died of COVID, my father didn't cry throughout the funeral. I was confused because I was bawling my eyes out, and he just carried on like nothing happened. 15 days later, I had a fight with my aunt because she was bad-mouthing my brother, and I just blasted. I packed my bags to return back to the city where I was studying. My dad comes to my room and asked me not to go. I didn't listen. It's a normal thing when my aunt comes over. I'm sorry. But that day my dad broke down. He cried and cried. And for like 40 minutes, and I cried as well. We talked about grandma and cried even more. That evening, I could see a burden getting off his back. He felt calmer and relaxed. For all the people out there who suppress their emotions because they're supposed to be strong and be there for others, it's okay to let your feelings out. Don't hold it in. It only eats you from within. Thank you so much, Ipsita, for sharing this story. Again, I also feel very glad that I have a piece of content that enables this sort of exchange. Because in my head, I'm like, I just make comedy videos and perform, and all my interactions are either you're really funny, you're awesome, or you suck, or this is lame. But then with Simpleton, it's a genuine dialogue that's happening, which I can't do without actually meeting people, which I can't do either because there's so many people out there. But online, like, just the fact that you were like, hey, I heard this episode, I want to share this intimate story from my life that could, the sole purpose of which is to just share and let people know that it's okay. I'm really proud of that. And thank you for making Simpleton into that. So yeah, that's dads, man. Dads just like, again, I think the running theme for me is just we could just write tragedies for our moms and dads. Just they're trying their hard to figure out how to have a kid, how to run a family, manage expenses. Yeah, I think as children, we can do a lot to help them after we figure ourselves out. But I'm 31, and I think from 26 to 31, I've only been thinking about my parents, and I have the luxury too because my career is going okay. So I can kind of look inward, and I'm just like, how do I help my parents without them going to therapy, because they won't go for therapy because they don't have the luxury that we have of self-awareness and a lot of access to mental health. And they're also rigid in their own ways because, they're much older and it's hard to change. But I guess it's so wonderful that Ipsita, your dad has you, and he could express all that grief in a safe space, and he knew you wouldn't judge him. And so few men or dads have that. Obviously, I'm not excluding moms, but yeah, just these roles we have in life kind of applies to everybody. Like, we talk about women, then we kind of forget about men, then we talk about men, we forget about children, we forget about grandparents. It's just like everybody's kind of suffering, and we gotta be kind, I guess. And even if you're not kind, it's okay. We're also figuring it out. You're not perfect, and we all have our breakdowns, and we all have our ugly moments, and that doesn't mean you're fully written off as a bad person. So I hope your dad finds more opportunities to grieve. Hey, if listening to 1 hour long podcast isn't your thing, this is a perfect channel for you. Subscribe for more such short recordings of me talking alone or with my friends. And I won't be a true YouTuber if I don't say like, share and subscribe. Bye.